Hey, what's up, guys? A little disclaimer: there is echo. I tried fixing it. Unfortunately, there is echo, I believe, throughout the entire episode. So that's definitely something I'm going to fix for next time. A little disappointed, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy our first episode of the Hmar Cast. And I'm gonna just go ahead and roll the intro music.
This is the beginning.
Yep,
This is the start of the Hmar Cast.
exactly, the Hmar
So,
Cast. All right,
should we explain what?
you explain exactly what it is.
Because I'm the token person of color on this podcast.
Exactly.
So, for those of you who don't know, Hmar in Arabic means donkey. Hmar has been something that Eamon has been attached to.
Like it's an insult, not an insult in Arabic.
It's
but
not an
like-
insult. People use it casually. It's an insult, like for like white people, but it's used all the time by Arabs.
Exactly.
Like it's like very casual. It's
It's
like, hey
like-
bro, hey Hmar.
Like
You know what I mean?
Like in soccer, whenever someone does something stupid, it's like "Ya Hmar," you know.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell, we're not Arab.
Well, he's questionable. You're
It's
questionable.
not Arab. What is it?
Arab.
Is it Arab?
Arab is the ethnicity.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
listen, I'm too stupid for this. All right. All right. Hold on. All right. So we're all right. All right. So we're both Arab.
Yes.
I'm whiter. I got the whiter side of the genetics.
Sure.
But yeah, so we're both Moroccan. Our dad's Moroccan. Our mom's
White.
white. White.
Well, white specifically, Irish Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met another Moroccan Irish person?
All right, but forget that. So Hmar has been the Hmar.
Why do we forget that?
Just because that we can talk about that
We
later.
just-
We have to talk about
People don't
the
understand.
title of the podcast.
This is a unique situation we got going on.
I understand. We can talk about that after, but we have to talk about the title
Okay.
because people are gonna be people. If anyone like isn't Arab or speaks Arabic,
Did we not just explain what Hmar means?
no, I get it, but I feel like we have to go more into depth
Okay.
because
So go
they're
ahead.
gonna be like,
What's
Go
the
ahead.
Hmar podcast? Hmar.
Okay.
It's spelled correctly, right? Hmar.
In English.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, so the insult or the joke has been in the family and in all of Arabia. Is that technical? But yeah, we just thought that we'll start a podcast because we always wanted to start a podcast,
Yeah.
even with our sisters. So I mean, maybe down the line we'll have special guests along with that. But yeah, we just wanted to start a podcast because we have very different views on life. You're more serious and I'm more stupid. And
I'm more serious.
yeah, I feel like that's the dynamic of this brotherhood. You're the more serious person.
I think we're all different.
Yeah,
all the
I get
siblings,
it, but,
all
like,
the siblings
You're
have
into
a
politics
different
and I'm
personality.
into like sports.
But life is political.
I get that.
You know that's white privilege right there. When you can't, when
See, the
you
mustache actually
don't want to
makes
talk
me-
about politics,
the
when politics
mustache makes
does
me
not
look more
affect
Arab.
you, it does. You could tell, like when I look at you, I could tell, like you have some.
When I have a mustache,
Yeah.
it has to have the beard though. Because if I don't have the beard, it's like pedo, right?
What?
Like straight pedo, pedophilus. Yeah.
We have to explain these inside jokes. Though.
Yeah,
That's the
but
problem.
we have to move. Hold on.
Wait, what's your name, by the way? We haven't even
Oh
discussed this.
yeah, we have an intro. My name's Eamon Mohammed Banan. I don't care about giving my full name. Do you
Okay.
want to give your?
My name is Yar Yar.
Yeah, so we call him Yar because
Wait, why did we call myself Yar?
uh,
It's been a long time now. It's been like 10 years.
yeah.
I
so
can't remember who started
I
this.
do. I don't know the exact person because there's the fight. Every time we bring this up, everyone fights. But I think it came from Smite, the video
No,
game.
I think it came from Minecraft.
Oh, probably. I don't think we should say the other name because I don't want to get flagged as straight racist. Because you were a duo, the blank Yar.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the stereotype for.
It was
Asian.
definitely Minecraft, and it was Capture the Wool specifically.
I'm not saying the name because I'm not.
You're the one who's.
I'm not saying it. Okay, but yeah, they just gave you the name Yar.
Yeah.
Yar. Like how many years ago?
Did it start off as Yar Yar or just Yar? It starts with Yar Yar.
Probably whatever, but it's been a long time.
It's been like 10
And
years.
I don't think I've ever.
And it just kind of stuck. I had no say in the situation.
I don't really say your regular name ever now.
I don't remember the last time you used my
But yeah, so I'm Eamon, that's Yar.
Yep.
And this is the Hmar Podcast. Just want to talk about the specific technical sides. Hopefully there's no, like, there might be some,
feedback.
like some dual audio. And I would love to fix that right now.
Why is it not working?
No,
Did we just record 5 minutes?
No, it's working. I hate the. Let me think, because I need to think before I speak, because I'm stupid. I don't want there to be picking up two audios. Like, I don't want it picking me up twice, like, what is that called? Echo. Yeah, so I'm going to be honest, they're probably hearing echo right now. And
It's okay.
It's hard to listen to podcasts
This
with
is
echo.
our first try.
So I'm going to try and be a little more quiet so the other mic doesn't pick me up. Hopefully this is good here. I'm going to be ASMRing here. And the video quality, it doesn't look the best, but who cares? We got to start somewhere.
We got to start.
Exactly.
We started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, now we are here.
But here is not where we want to be.
Yeah.
By the way, we're repping, both of us,
we can
the
speak about that
PCRF merch.
real quick.
PCRF is an amazing organization I volunteered with back in college. They provide medical care to children in the Middle East with disabilities. Check them out, PCRF.net. Very close to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Great organization.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk about PCRF stories
Mm-hmm.
at another, and all of the inventory that we used to stash.
Yeah, that you used to stash because you have a problem.
I used to stash everywhere, but the PCRF folk will understand what I mean by that.
Yeah. So that I could probably put a link in like the description of YouTube and maybe even Spotify there. So if you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, and this
What do you
they
say?
partnered with some company who's like donating 100% of the proceeds to PCRF.
That's tough.
We're not being paid.
And the stuff is sick. I wear the PCRF apparel all the time. One day we could have some Hmar apparel. Some Hmar apparel.
Hmar Cast apparel.
Yeah, so if there's any white people or non-people that, if you only speak, the white English, it's pronounced Hmar.
What is the white English?
Nah, because, when you, like...
Why do you have to make everything about race?
No, it's not race. I'm just saying when you're ignorant and you don't try to pronounce, like, stuff correctly. In, like, Spanish class...
Yeah. I get
How,
it.
like, the white people... I hate saying this. I'm white, guys, okay? So I can say this. And then you can't be
race
racist.
is a
Can't
social
be-
construct.
You can't be racist towards white people.
Exactly.
All right, but this is a chill podcast where we're going to
We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Well, invite. I have someone in specific I want to bring on.
I
to the
don't.
Conversation.
I
I think you know who I'm talking
don't
about.
know. I don't.
Someone who may have a differing opinion on that claim.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
I don't know.
I have
That would be an interesting
I have
story.
ADHD, non-diagnosed by a doctor, but definitely have it. So my mind is always like boom, 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 boom. I really have to think before I speak. So I feel like you are really going to be carrying like the main speaking points of the podcast and like making it flow better, because I'm just all over the place all the time.
Like
seriously.
Dory?
Huh?
Like Dory?
What? Yeah,
Dory.
exactly. But this podcast, this first episode, the pilot, and probably the next couple episodes, it'll probably be choppy. We really have to figure out our footing and like how we want to approach this, what we really want to talk about. But I feel like we're taking the initiative of finally setting it up because we've always wanted to do this
We talked about this.
because we have plenty of life stories from our childhood, especially
Because we've had a long...
especially the Arab side.
Yeah.
How old are you?
The Irish side, too.
Yeah, explain how old you are.
I'm 26.
You're 26?
How do I have to explain how old I am?
All right, tell.
Wouldn't it be tell
I'm
me
stupid. I do have a bachelor's degree. All right, so I'm 23, and I have a bachelor's degree from Rutgers, and he has a
I
master's from
and a
Rutgers
bachelor's.
and a bachelor's. I'm in sport management. Exactly. You see, serious entertainer. You know what I'm saying?
This is fun, though.
No, it's not. It's
a lot
not
of
fun. When you watch The View, what is that? The View?
You,
Oh,
The
my
Young Turks.
God.
The Young Turks is my show.
Ah,
I mean, you got to get your information from a variety of sources.
I get my
you know?
information from one
can't-
place.
Where is that? Twitter?
Twitter.
Okay. And I think that brings us to our first segment of the Hmar Cast.
What?
Cue music.
Hmar podcast? Do you want to cut like that, or do you just want to roll it through? I feel like
No, not cut, but have like music playing like 3 seconds.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So people know.
Do you want it like that?
I think we should do it that way.
Because I feel like I like the straight through, because it's more like, this is my opinion. When you,
like no editing.
When you cut it like that, it's not because I'm lazy, but
is this a segment? Are we talking about how we should editing?
Exactly. Videos? Yeah. So I would like other opinions out there. If anyone listening, the pilot episode, surely we have one listener, and if you listen all the way through,
wait, is this live right now?
No, we're not live.
Oh, okay.
No, f that. But yeah, I don't like. I mean, I like the cuts, but there's two different aspects of it. If you're like cutting, it's like an episode, and it's like a produced thing.
Where you're just trying for it to be clean.
Yeah, where I feel like this is like a discussion between me and you. Like we'll put up the clips, like where I'll cut it. Like on.
But you just want no editing at all.
Yeah, we can have like the song in the beginning. You know,
okay.
And at the end or whatever.
You don't think we should have like little bits and pieces of a song in between segments?
I don't know. I don't think so. But we can figure it out later on. Hopefully, you guys can drop some input if anyone is listening. We do appreciate it already.
Do we have a Patreon?
Not yet. One day. Chill. Let's get like a couple viewers first and stuff. Audio.
All right. So. Are we still talking about this technical details about the podcast, or can we talk about the segment that we came up with 5 minutes ago?
We're done with that. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the first topic of discussion on the Hmar Cast so we're going to be talking about current events during this podcast. We're also going to talk about like evergreen topics, like stupid stuff that's being I don't know. Talk about family. We could talk about sports,
we'll
like
talk
that kind of
about
stuff.
family.
But we're also going to talk about current events.
We'll talk about family stories.
Things that are going on right now in the world that people have strong opinions of, and no one ever has the same opinion. I mean, we have similar political views, but at the same time, I feel like we will have a different view.
Well, I think your mic might have unplug it and plug it back in.
So did it just stop working?
No. We're still rolling. I see that. Unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, well now.
All right, yeah. You can't slam the table because that is
okay.
It's going to unplug the mic.
Got it.
That's why we need another mic, but that's up to you to buy if you want. But yeah, if that cut out and you missed it, basically he said we're going to be talking about everything in life, serious topics, non-serious topics, about family, because we have a lot of family stories that are funny and a lot of feel like how do I say this? People, not ethnic groups, right? How do I say this? People who come from like more diverse background. Yeah. I feel like they would understand very much.
People with different lived experiences.
Yeah.
In life, where we live in a really diverse community. Mm-hmm. We have friends from different backgrounds
all over the world.
It's just funny how, we all have our own perspectives on life. But usually in these podcasts, I think what we decide is we're going to start off with what's happening in the world, like current events. We're going to give our take on what's going on. Disclaimer, some of these are very serious topics, but we'll get through it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did we learn today?
God, I really hope there's no echo.
Yeah,
we're good. We're good. See,
well, we need to stop during. So, what is the big story of today? The big story of today is that
stop slamming the table.
Elon Musk bought Twitter.
That's not the day though. That's
45
like this last week.
$1 But I think today, like the deal was secured.
Okay.
And basically, what he's doing is that he's making it. It used to be public, and now it's going to be a private company.
So the boy DT coming back.
All of the stocks are being back to the shareholders. I think at a set price of like $50-something.
Damn.
So
it's
essentially becoming a private company, and he made this big speech today or yesterday or something like that.
I thought you weren't invested in this. I swear I asked you yesterday, and you were like, I don't care.
About Elon Musk?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it on the news today because that's what everyone was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, so
he's buying Twitter.
Okay.
Right? And his big thing is he wants to make Twitter a place where free speech can happen again, as if it wasn't a place.
Here we go. The more serious side
happened in the first place.
The more serious side. This is my opinion, not on the whole Twitter thing, but on Elon Musk. Blake.
can we talk about the Twitter thing first? Because
Well,
that's the
what's the
topic.
Twitter
We
thing?
can get to Elon Musk next.
Yeah, but the Twitter thing is whatever.
So what is your? Do you have an opinion on him buying Twitter? Is
Well,
my question.
this
to
is
you.
what I'm going to, because I want to start off from the basis of Elon Musk as a person. I personally like the man. He's like the Albert Einstein of our generation. He does everything. Everyone understands that his mind is different than all of ours, and he has the money to do whatever he wants. And I love space and space exploration. So that's why I'm already a big fan of him with SpaceX and him going to Mars. Like, one of my dreams one day would definitely be go to space, you know? So I don't really care about all the politics behind him. I think I like the guy because he's making in my opinion, the world a better place. And I feel like he's focusing on like the humans, like the whole humans future, like the human race future. One day we are gonna have to dip from this place. We will be dead.
We will be dead.
I hope not. No, I'm saying like when the sun blows up and we have to find a new
Yeah,
civilization.
but if the sun blows up, it's gonna affect Mars too, isn't it?
No, I know, but Mars is a stepping point. You know, once we get to Mars, then we could do other.
We've already
stuff.
been to the moon. People aren't living on
Yeah,
the
but
moon.
we're not doing anything at the moon right now because NASA is bull. All right, but Elon Musk is making stuff moving. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like it's very short term, but like in 10 million years from now, right? The history books is gonna go from the Apollo and then to Elon. I feel like Elon's the next step. So I appreciate everything he's doing. I feel like him buying Twitter is just a meme, in my opinion, just to f around because he has all this money and he could do whatever he wants.
You think it's a meme?
Yeah, I think he's a funny guy. He likes playing video games, and he just likes doing whatever. So I feel like him buying Twitter is like, obviously it's a business decision at the end of the day, but
It's not a meme.
yeah, but I feel like he's just messing
Everything is
around. He has
calculated.
so much money, he can do whatever he wants. He's the richest person on the
He's a rich
planet, right?
person. He is. I think so.
Yeah. So I like Elon Musk. What about you?
I agree in the sense that he's doing things for the betterment of the planet. What he's doing with Tesla with electric cars is incredible. I think within the next 10 years, a lot of people will be driving electric because of him. Because Tesla, like, we used to say electric cars like 5 years ago. People were like, nah, no one wants to drive. They're ugly. They don't have the range. But Tesla, I think, really changed the game. That's incredible. It's good for the planet. It's good for the environment. It's good for less reliance on natural fossil fuels and that kind of stuff. So he did a great job in this, doing stuff for the environment. Good. I have some quibbles with him for some other reasons, not just the Twitter thing. I think the Twitter thing is another is the main issue right now with him. But he's also said some really controversial about like
You
world
gotta stop
hunger.
slamming the table.
Well,
Stop hitting
it's
the
okay.
table.
Well, look, it's fine. We'll have to listen to this when it's done to see if it picks it up.
No, it will pick it up. Just stop hitting the table.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
he
I'm
said
sorry.
some very like controversial things about world hunger, and he got into like this whole fight with like the World Food Program, and it's like, why are you like arguing with an organization that feeds people over 100 million people a day? So like that's my
Really?
main thing with it.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot.
Anyways, that could be another topic, but for today,
He bought
I
Twitter.
don't know how I feel about him buying Twitter, to be honest with you. I don't know
But you don't like
if
it?
number
What
one,
is he
I don't
gonna
know how
do?
I feel about the company going private. Number two, I don't know how I feel about a billionaire owning another social media company.
I don't think anything's gonna change.
Zuckerberg bought Insta and WhatsApp, and we all know what happened last year when the whole world basically shut down. I don't know how I feel
What
about
happened?
billionaires ordering
You talking about like
you can order Twitter off of Amazon. I just don't know how I feel about
I
it.
don't I don't think anything's gonna change. I think he's a cool guy.
I think the people that are excited for this to
Okay.
happen are the same people who censor free speech. The same people that are banning like the books in schools and stuff because they're excited for this because they think that you know who, the former
I love that.
disgraced, twice impeached, one-term president might get his
Dude.
Twitter rights back.
Hey, yo, if anyone's a supporter of my boy DT, I don't support him, but
So why is he your boy then?
because it's funny to like be like, hey, yo, that's my boy, you know? No, I don't mess with him at all. I don't like the guy, but if anyone does support him, that doesn't mean you guys. It's our opinions, you know. If you support him, you support him. Who cares? Yeah, honestly, this whole Elon Twitter thing, I think it's just whatever.
You think nothing's gonna come
I
out
don't.
of it?
I mean, we'll see. I don't think anything's gonna change. To be
Well, I did hear that he's trying to make it more secure. Like he's trying to do like
Yeah, they'll probably do that.
verification.
That'll be tough.
Or I don't know.
I feel like Twitter's already dying. To be honest.
You think another social media company is gonna emerge out of this?
No.
Like another
no,
like
no.
communication platform?
No.
No, bro.
Well, that's
TikTok came out of nowhere, and
That's
TikTok's
what I
one
think.
of
Yeah,
the.
but TikTok replaced Vine, so there was.
Yeah, but there was a big period in between Vine and TikTok. There was like 10 years.
But now I feel like Twitter's like that. Twitter's the younger generation of like writing as social media. You know what I'm saying? And then Facebook.
I think the main demographic of Twitter, I don't think it's very
Yeah,
representative.
but I'm saying like the Facebook. A lot of us we don't use Facebook like on a day to day.
But I don't feel like people use Twitter like that.
I think they do, especially the younger generation. They definitely do.
Like, what do you mean by
Our
younger?
generation.
Are we in the same generation?
No,
bro?
but like, what are you?
I'm a millennial.
And I'm a Gen Z, right? Yeah.
I'm on like the border. Like at least
Our
like 1
two
or 2 years.
generations, I feel like, are on Twitter a lot more than Facebook.
So I just know how I feel about it.
I just don't think anything's gonna change, to be honest. But yeah, I guess.
He was saying that he wanted to make it like to have like the 2-factor verification where you have to
Well, that should be on everything.
verify your identity.
Yeah, that'd be
This way, like if you're going to be a
No
troll,
trolls,
if you're gonna be
yeah.
a troll, at least do it behind your name.
Yeah,
Don't do it
exactly.
behind.
Yeah, I support that.
So he said he's gonna do that, so I support that.
We'll see what he does. You know,
I just don't. I'm not buying the free speech thing. I'm not buying it.
Listen, I don't care about all that political stuff. All right.
But that was his main reason for doing this. He said that he wanted to create like a town hall for free speech. But my issue is the people who are most excited for this to happen are the ones who are banning free speech around the country.
Word. Yep.
You got anything else to add to
I
this?
support you. Nah, I'm too stupid to speak about this kind of stuff. You know.
Well, who has $44 billion just lying around? Like,
Bill
why does it have to be
Gates?
Twitter? Why can't he go do
Yeah.
like Bill Gates has a whole foundation that's doing this work with feeding
But
people
Elon
around
Musk
the world.
is one of the
Elon
boys.
Musk- So he's not going to do anything for people.
He's doing stuff for people.
What is What is Twitter like a public good that does good for people?
Nah, but like we going to space. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you want to be serious, but that's our duo. That's our dynamic. I like effing around, messing around, and you like being more serious.
No, I think the space thing is fine. I'm talking about the Twitter thing.
Yeah, well, he can't do everything for the world, you know. He's doing Starlink.
He's the richest guy. He's the richest guy in the world.
He
He can do something more
Yeah,
than
but
he's
he
doing
only
right
he has
now.
the same 24 hours as we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he has he is one person at the end of the day. He has Tesla. He has SpaceX. He has the Boring Company. He has tunnels under L.A. He has
To wrap
Starlink.
this up, I think we need to put
Yeah.
a nip in this. I think what he's doing with Tesla and for the environment with electric cars is great. I also think it's great that he has Asperger's, right? I think it's good that you have
Really?
someone. Yeah, he has Asperger's. So I think it's good that you have someone of his caliber. It's good representation for people with disabilities that you have someone like that who's doing very well for himself. I think that's great what he's doing
Mm-hmm.
in terms of representation. But I don't know how I feel about Twitter. I think we have to revisit this conversation.
Maybe when something goes down.
I have a bad feeling.
You don't
about
even
it.
use Twitter like that, do you?
I don't use Twitter.
Do you even have Twitter?
I do have Twitter. Yeah.
You follow the Hmar podcast?
I have Twitter because I had to watch an event for
Boom!
work.
You
and it
like that
was only
segue?
on-
You go, guys. You should all follow our social media. I will link everything everywhere. I'll probably put a link tree. I don't know. Do you have a link tree? Do you want any
No,
of
I
your stuff
don't.
linked or
We
no?
can make a link.
Yeah, I know. I have a link tree for my stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't have one because I don't have a Twitter.
Yeah, but you have
I
an
just- I
Instagram.
just have
You want
Inst-
people to like your
Instagram.
photos, right? Your thirst photos on Instagram? Because you use Instagram like that.
Do an Instagram for
The
this
Hmar
podcast.
The Hmar Cast? It's the Hmar Cast, right?
Yeah.
It's a good name, man. I'm good. You gotta give me props, but yeah, go follow our social media. We posting clips on like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and then the full episode's gonna be on YouTube, Spotify, everything there. What's the next thing you want to talk about? Did we really? Dude, I feel like we didn't really explain the name. I feel like people still don't understand.
So do you want to explain it?
I don't know how to explain it.
Hmar is donkey.
Hmar's
Cast
donkey.
is podcast. Explained.
All right, yo, this is Hmar Cast.
Does
What's
it
next?
need further explanation?
No, I guess not. I just don't know. Like, you know, I'm just always boo 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 boo. You want to like talk about like who we are? Like we already kind of touched base on that, you know. You said we explained we both went to college.
Yeah.
We told our ages, our names.
What else is missing? What do we like to do? Is this like a?
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Is this like a speed dating thing or like?
Yeah, I'm
we have
down.
to?
Oh, I want to go on Jubilee and cut so bad.
What is cut?
It's like Jubilee, but I feel like more like not X-rated, but like more adult.
Oh,
version.
like more.
It's like they have the truth or drink.
Oh, where they like swipe, where they have like the real life like swiping.
Yeah, and I think, but
think
they
I
have
saw
like
it.
truth or drink and stuff like that. They have the card game.
You know, that one might be an interesting like segment.
What?
Something about the topics that Jubilee uses. I don't know if we can be borrowing their information.
Yeah, bro. Everyone copies everyone on the internet.
Do we have to put a disclaimer? Like copyright?
No, man. No, we can show the video and go sir halatik, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's something we can talk about.
Sirpalatic?
No. Languages. I speak fluent English.
What were you saying before? White English? Speak white
I
English?
speak that white English now, saying. I speak that white
I speak English.
Yeah.
I understand Moroccan Arabic a little and speak it even littler. Shwiya. Little. Yalla. I know all the
Even
like.
littler?
I know
Is
the
littler a word?
No, but like, come on, it's me, man. Vocab and stuff. I gotta be the lesser smart one on this one. You like that vocab?
The lesser smart one?
Exactly. People
Why didn't you
understand.
just say dumber? You could have just said dumber.
Yeah, well,
Why'd you have to say lesser
It ticks
smart?
differently up here, bro. It ticks differently. You should know that by now. You definitely know that. Yeah, I speak Shwiya Arabic.
Poco.
Yeah, and even littler Spanish. I do have a good Spanish accent though. Like I don't speak that like.
You mean like if you try speaking Spanish,
Like if I.
you can sound like you're
Sí, para yo hablo español muy bien. Para no hablo español muy bien. Para mi equipo.
Why do you keep saying para? Para is not the right word to be using there.
Para no hablo español. Yeah. So, but you.
Because you were taught Spanish in school growing up, right? So you have like a foundation
Yeah.
if you want to go back.
En mi equipo favorito es Real Madrid.
If you had to not.
Sí, favorite soccer football team, Real Madrid. You speak everything, technically.
I
Not
do
really.
not speak everything. I speak English,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but
He basically fluent.
basically like
Dude, I apply to places and they're like, "What's your like
oh yeah, like what is your level of languages,
Yeah.
right? They have like a list of
conversational?"
conversational. No, there's another word.
All right, well, I'm too
Like
bad.
mother tongue.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Describe your fluency. Is it beginners, intermediate,
Mhm.
expert?
But
something
you
like
you
that.
could have conversations in Arabic,
Yes,
in both Moroccan Arabic and regular Arabic.
There's like standard Arabic, and then there's the regular dialects that each country has. So, like,
Marai.
Moroccan Arabic. I can speak a little bit of Egyptian Arabic, and I can understand most of it. Because I've been to Egypt.
Oh,
And we
could
have some
talk
families
about
Egyptian.
that too.
We might be doing like an international podcast too.
Dude, that'll be tough. Egypt cast?
We might have, instead of this, we might have the pyramids in the background.
The Egypt Hmar cast?
Yeah, we might not be able to say Hmar Cast out loud.
Yeah, Hmar! Yeah, but you speak Spanish as well, right?
I wouldn't say I speak
On
Spanish.
your resume, you have Spanish.
No, I
there.
put basic understanding of Spanish on my resume.
Mm-hmm. So you're smart.
Smart is subjective.
Book smart, because you have 0 IQ and 0 comments.
I think we should take an IQ test and on the Hmar Cast,
you had it,
and I'll prove to you that I have a higher
you
IQ.
will have a higher
there's
IQ.
no,
I understand. I'm
there
not
is no
arguing.
competition.
I'm not
I have a
arguing
higher
that.
IQ than you.
I'm not
You
argu-
just said that you have a higher IQ than
I'm
me.
not arguing with that, but I'm saying like just stuff in general, like common sense comment. I feel like you're lazy. You don't like doing stuff.
Lazy, right?
No. I'm lazy, but you're like you'd rather pay someone to do it for you, right?
What?
I don't know.
Literally today, who cleaned?
No, but that's
Who
different.
cleaned
man.
the
That's
entire
different.
kitchen?
No, that's
Took
different.
out the garbages.
That's
He had
different.
one job today, and that was to take out the recycling.
That's
Did you take out the
different.
recycling? Can you tell your
Oh yeah, we
viewers
could explain that.
if you took out the recycling?
We live. It's just me and you
Yeah.
in this
We bought a condominium.
condo. And
It's a 2-bedroom condominium.
do you want to say what town?
No.
Why not? We live in
We don't
central
live-
New Jersey.
Yeah.
The only Central's the best New Jersey. There's no conversation there.
There is a debate
No,
going on.
no, there's no
Well,
debate.
you know what?
No, there's
Big
no
Murph
debate.
is on our side. Murphy says that there's Central Jersey, and that's all that
Central
matters.
Jersey's the only Jersey. There's nothing else. There's no north. There's no south. All right. There's,
Just Central
there's New York.
Jersey.
And there's Central Jersey, and then
Philadelphia.
there's exactly. Oh, what was I dude? I lose my train of
So
thought.
like Wildwood, Cape May. What is that Central Jersey?
Yeah. That's the beach. That don't count. The beach is different. The beach is different.
You just said there's nothing else.
Nah, there's the beaches. There's Central Jersey. There's Philadelphia, and there's New York. Damn. What was I gonna talk about?
What about you said that you wanted to talk about Johnny Depp?
After. I was thinking, what were we just talking
We
about?
were talking about languages. Jersey.
Jersey. Yeah, so we grew up, we were born in Central Jersey and we lived here our entire lives. Oh, all right. So we live in a condo, just me and you.
Yep.
Our parents retired and moved out
They moved down south.
to North Carolina, to the out of OBX. What, 4 years ago? Almost 5? 5 years?
2018. So 4 years ago.
And they moved 4 years ago. So it's just been me and you for 4 years.
We didn't live here the entire time though.
Yeah,
we lived in an
in
apartment.
Another, not like a trash apartment, but like,
No, it wasn't bad. It was the nicest apartment in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
complex.
but like this compared to that is different.
We used to have the Olympics
If any of
going
y'all
on.
want advice, don't rent nothing. Go buy a condo or something. Because rent is dumb in Jersey. I'm telling you,
Dumb everywhere.
this is what I want to talk about. I'm moving, man. Not now, but like my plan is, like my end game is to get to Florida
I think that's everyone's end game.
because it's nice there, and they got a beach.
Florida's become more expensive now too.
Yeah, well,
It's the most competitive real estate market I heard.
well, we're in Jersey, where it's trash weather 70% of the time.
But you know, Florida has alligators.
I mean,
And
I used
snakes.
to be like, ooh, I'm
Yeah.
not going to Florida for that. Nope. The winter is worse than that. The toll it has done on my mental health is worse than getting bit by an alligator, okay, or getting bit by a snake.
That pain is temporary.
And I'm taking it, and I don't even go in open water anyways.
Florida's nice. You've never even been, have you? Oh, you have been
Disney.
a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not.
that's Disney. Yeah, we can talk about.
I think
some-
once you go to Egypt, you're not gonna want to leave.
I know. I don't. I like to travel. I'm just.
You do
broke.
not like to travel.
No, I love. I would
When's the
love to
last?
explore-
Where's the last place
Listen,
you
listen,
traveled
listen.
to?
I would love to explore the world, but I'm broke, and I just
If you had money, you still would not travel.
100% I would. Right now, I would. I would go right now.
Where would you go?
Egypt.
Would you go to Morocco?
Yeah, I want to go back.
That's the first time I heard
But I would
those
wanna
words
go
come out
back-
of your mouth in your entire life.
But I would want to go back to Sidi Bouzid
Why?
because it's the beach.
Nostalgic?
Yeah, I want to walk down the roads. We can talk a little about that if you want.
We should have a whole dedicated podcast to explaining Morocco and Moroccan culture.
Next one? Next podcast?
We need a special guest though. Who are we gonna have on?
No. We
Our
can't.
sister?
No. Special guest. We're like one
From
episode-
Morocco, we need to have a special guest. We need to have someone.
All right, then we would save that
Either
for
our
like
mother or our sister.
Then we'll save that for episode 100. We can't have. We need to build up before we have guests. I feel like. Nah, we definitely do. And we'll bring this. No. I feel like.
I don't think it's this.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
special guests are always a good addition.
You know, you're right. What am I talking about?
Why?
Yeah,
what
what am I
difference does it
talking
make
about?
if it's 2 people or 3 people?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how I would set it up because I'm the whole behind the scenes stuff.
Going great so far.
I sure do hope so. I know there's probably echo, guys. Just bear with it. I appreciate it. He's gonna buy a mic soon.
I'm gonna buy.
I tried putting the iPhone 12 as a camera, but it didn't work.
Oh, so this is the
It's my webcam because I
Comcast?
stream video games. I've done that for.
You want to plug your
I'll,
stream?
I'll plug it already. I already plugged it. Go follow my socials. But we can talk about some of our hobbies and our interests real quick. Nice little transition.
So what are yours?
Like growing up, we could talk about like we both played sports, soccer growing up mainly
Yeah, yeah.
because of our Moroccan
The
father.
longest time. You played soccer for.
You played up until.
I played up until
high school freshman year, like end of middle school.
Yeah. And then you played through high school. You played in, but you also played on like private club teams. Right?
Yeah, so I played club teams around New Jersey, Central Jersey, and then I came
I
back.
already have a topic. I have another topic already.
Played for the high school for 2 years, and dipped. And people are gonna listen to that and think like I got drops because I wasn't good.
Well,
I hate talking about this because everyone's like, "You played soccer? Like, were you varsity?" I'm like, I didn't play. I played 2 years in high school, and then I stopped. So people will automatically think I'm not good. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't think you're good. Here's the thing: our
You
local
got-
high school team, men's team,
I'm not talking. about this.
isn't that great.
Boom.
It's okay. It's mediocre. I don't know how it is now. It could be different.
I think it
Back
is
in the
better
day, back in the day when we played, it wasn't
now. Shout out
as
Coach Ray.
good. So that factored in to our decision. I didn't play in high school because I didn't think it was worth it.
But I kept playing club level through like until the end of senior year,
You guys had,
and we were goated.
you guys had a town team too, a team with the town club, right?
That's what I'm saying, the club level.
Right.
But yeah, and then when you entered high school, you started doing like I mean we
I
both
did.
did band, but I stopped band 8th grade. Like we switched.
No, because I was always in band.
No. But you stopped soccer and I stopped band when we entered high school.
Yeah.
And you were more on the marching band and like the orchestra
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Jazz band,
hmm
band,
I only played the drums. You played everything.
stuff. It was fun. I do honestly miss high school. High school was a fun time.
I do too.
I think it was a highlight. I didn't really like middle school that much. I think high school
I
was
miss
fun.
middle school.
Really?
Because high school, I entered the phase where I feel like my social anxiety started, to be honest.
Really? I think high school is really when like our friend group finally materialized.
Yeah,
You know, that's when
Yeah,
we were like,
finally.
this is the people who I see myself hanging
But
out with.
our
for the
core
rest of my
group
life.
is like we brought the
Yours
core
has
from
not
middle
changed.
school.
Mine was like finalized in high school.
We brought like the core. We only added a couple people from high school, I would say. You know what I'm saying?
After high school or during high school?
During high school.
During high school.
So we brought a lot of the core friends into high school. Yeah, but I like
Yeah.
middle school. I feel like that's when I was more outgoing. I
That's why I didn't like it.
I remember middle school. That's when I had a life. And
You don't have a life right
I
now?
was friends with people. And then high school started, and we all three schools diverged into one. And
Yeah, that was so.
I
That
wasn't-
was fun. I feel like
no,
I met
but I
so
wasn't
many
in
people.
classes with people, and I didn't talk to anyone.
Uh,
And it was just like rip. And I wasn't in classes like ever with my friends.
senior year was the best year of high school.
Yeah, 100%. I had 2 free periods. What are
Okay,
they
so we were
called?
talking about hobbies. Why
Dude,
are we
we
going
are-
talking about
Yo,
high school?
we
This
are
is
all
boring. No one
over-
wants
yeah,
to
yeah,
hear
yeah.
about.
We are all over the place.
No one wants to hear about whether we liked high school or middle
So
school.
what do you? Oh, look at my.
So we were
leg.
talking about we used to play soccer. We used to play we still kind of play soccer.
Yeah, we play
Leisure.
I still
He
play
plays more than I do.
I still play sports on a weekly, daily basis. I feel like.
Daily. That's a word.
Yeah, but
I would say weekly. I wouldn't say daily.
yeah, weekly basis.
So we played soccer.
Mm-hmm.
We also did karate
Oh,
like-
I forgot about
for
that.
3 years, which was not fun. Mainly because we were forced to do it. I feel like if we chose to do karate, I think it got better as we went on. But still was
That's
not
a
fun.
good thing to talk about. If you're forced to do something,
Yeah, we were forced to play soccer, but I think feel like it got better.
Yeah, but that still even took an impact on both of us.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like.
true.
But the thing is, when I become a dad, I don't necessarily want to force my
We wanna
child
encourage.
to
guide.
play the sport, but like they're playing soccer.
I don't think your father's gonna give you a choice. He will
No,
enroll.
no.
He
no.
will enroll your
I
child.
don't want to. I don't want to give them the
Soccer.
choice, but I feel like nowadays, like, if you don't really want to play, like, if you're not, I mean, it's our blood. It's my blood. Like, if my kid has to be okay at soccer, right? Wouldn't you think?
I don't know.
I think my kid is going to be better than me. And that's
I
what
mean, I
gets me
hope so.
excited. But yeah, I would strongly encourage, like, I'm putting them in the programs. And to, like, but I feel like when they're young, they don't really have the knowledge to really understand, like, if they even want to do it or not. It's just like another thing that they have to do.
So hypothetically, right?
Uh-huh.
If you weren't forced, because we were forced, we didn't have a choice
Mm-hmm.
to play soccer
Mm-hmm.
or do karate, what sport would you have played? Would you have chosen to play a sport or no?
Like, I feel like
I feel like I would have done basketball.
I don't know how to answer that, though, because I don't know. Because I feel like I never had...
Well, knowing your likes now.
I never had, like, the free choice. Like, I was always playing soccer. Like, always.
Yeah, but what?
Like,
That was
now, if
forced,
I
though.
could go back, I would still play soccer. But I would love to play basketball and
Yeah.
football.
I would want to do basketball.
I'm just
I'd
like...
rather football. I would definitely do basketball. I played basketball for like
I'm
a
better
year.
than you at basketball. 100%.
I played basketball for like a year. We used to play growing up when we used to go visit my mom's family. Do you remember the
No.
courts? Oh, you were too young. I used to play. I was actually
Yeah,
I used to
too
do the
young.
tournaments.
I play every week. I'm not good.
Now you play.
But I'm like a hustler. If I practice my shot, I would have a good shot. Cookie out of cookie jar, you know what I'm saying?
We
'Cause
also
our mom was
that's also in our blood too.
genes.
Basketball.
Our mom
genes.
was a 2-time state basketball champ.
Basketball. Plug Martha's
Plug.
Vineyard Regional High School
Shout out.
class of.
I mean, our whole family is very
19.
athletically gifted, I feel like. You're 6'3", I'm 6
Yeah.
foot. And I
Well,
feel
that's what I'm
short.
saying. Like I would have played basketball growing up.
I
I
mean,
did
you're still
baseball.
short.
Remember I did baseball? I did
Yeah, you did
baseball for a
baseball
year.
for a year.
And I wanted to do that. And it was
Ew.
fun. It wasn't fun for my parents, but it was fun for me.
I'm not a fan of baseball.
I was the best of my team. I was nice at baseball. Yeah, I don't like it now. But back then, when I was young, I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
And then do you remember like the baseball place got hit by lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't they
that's
redo
when
it?
I
That's
stopped
why they
playing
redid it?
baseball.
All right, well, we're all over the place.
There's one more thing I do want to talk about though.
Yeah, well, no, we can keep
linked
talking.
linked to our love for soccer, we thought that our first job, our first real job making good money, it would be a good idea for us to referee soccer. We did that for a while. We both became. I became a referee.
I don't think it's on my resume. I could literally pull up my resume.
Not on my resume.
Really?
Hell no.
I don't think it's on one of my earlier resumes. Hold up, guys. I'm
You really looking up your resume right now?
Yeah, let me just.
You're not even sharing it with them.
No. I could share. No, I'm not sharing my resume. What the heck? Let me get one of the older resumes. 1 second, guys.
Oh, you doing this to figure out when you started?
Yeah.
Did we start at the same time? We did.
100%. What does that say?
Soccer referee.
2012.
10 years ago.
2012. 10 years, and I did it until 2016, technically. Because we did
Wait, I started
indoor.
before that though. I wasn't 16 when I started. I was like 14.
All right, whatever. But we started very young, refereeing.
Yeah.
And like at the
And
time,
we made good money at the time.
at the time we didn't like it though,
We were making good money.
because that's when you have to start working. But
Because
like,
we
if
didn't
you
have a
think about
weekend.
it,
Our
like,
weekends were shot.
$30 an hour
Yeah, even
back
$30.
then.
We used to do. We didn't do many tournaments.
We
But
did
we
a
used to
couple
do
travel
like
games.
we used
But
to
we
do
mainly did instructional.
instructional, but we do a lot of instructional games. We do like 5 or 6 a weekend,
Yeah.
and then the travel we used to do
Like 2 or 3
2 a weekend on top of the instructional.
sometimes.
I can't remember if there was an overlap or not.
No, because
I think we did travel.
Instructionals on Saturdays and travel on Sundays.
We did instructional and travel, and then we stopped travel and went back to just instructional.
Yeah, and then I think I stopped that, and then I did like indoor winter.
And
only.
that was like the last
Yeah,
time we did it. That was fun.
yeah, it was. I miss indoor.
But at the time, we were making good money.
Yeah,
It was just the
you can
stress.
go now and make the same money. It's just
It was
like,
the
it's your
stress, bro.
weekend,
It was the,
you have to deal with these kids that don't really know how to play soccer.
the kids. I don't mind the kids.
That's why I like travel more. Travel soccer.
Because you don't have to
'Cause
teach.
people
I
are
enjoy
better,
teaching the
and
kids how to play
it's
soccer.
more organized
though.
and everything.
You didn't like that?
Nah, man. Nah.
It was annoying, but the time went by fast at least.
I'm not a coach.
Instructional games were what, like 40 minutes long? You got $30.
Yeah, it was. It's good. It's still good money now.
You could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah. Oh, we have some stories from that. We could say that for another time. Jobs is another topic. We could write that down later. Yeah, but what else do you want to talk about, dude? This is the pilot podcast, and we have been through Niagara Falls, Mount Everest, and Jumanji all together. We were talking about our interests. Yeah. And then what else were we talking about?
We did sports, right? We talked about sports.
Uh-huh.
What other interests? You didn't even talk about like your the whole streaming thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so another interest of mine is video games. I think video games is like another major core of our lives.
Yeah, growing up.
Like you still play, but like we've played.
I don't play as much as I used.
We had the PS2, and then the PS2 broke.
Yeah, but I feel like it didn't really start until we got the Xbox 360.
Oh, 100%.
That was when
because I didn't understand
things changed.
at the time. There wasn't like online, but there was. But like I didn't know.
We didn't think.
You came home. I think did Dunya get it for you? It was used.
PS2?
No, Xbox 360. You got it used from someone.
Avi gave it to us.
So you came home with an Xbox 360.
Yeah,
and I was like,
I remember what it
no
looks like too.
way. We got Black Ops 1, and I played like all the campaign.
I still feel like with the 360, for some time we didn't play online.
No. I know. Listen, I'm explaining.
Yeah.
Because
Wait, back up really quick. Back up.
Go.
We had the Sega Saturn.
Oh,
that was the first.
Sonic?
With Sonic, we had not Tekken.
Nah, no way back then. Tekken's on.
Street Fighter. It was a fighting game. Sega Saturn was the first console.
That was a goated console.
That was
it
amazing.
the Saturn? I just remember Sega something.
I'm pretty sure it was the Saturn. I want to look it up because that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn. Brought back so many memories.
Yeah, alright, so I'll explain it. We went from the Sega to the PS2.
It was the Sega Saturn.
Oh, that's sick.
Yo. I wonder how much they retail for.
Yo, retail? You mean resell? There's no way
Resell.
it's retail. But yeah, you came home one weekend with an Xbox 360, and I was like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. I don't know if it came with Black Ops 1. You brought it home, but Black Ops 1 was my first COD. And I was just playing campaign and like private matches because I didn't understand. And then on the bus, one of our best friends, Saif, was like, bro, why don't you play online with me? I'm like, what? What do you mean? And I didn't understand that at all. And then we got the adapter thing to attach to the back of the Xbox so we could go online.
To the internet.
Yeah. And since then, Black Ops 1 multiplayer, I've played every COD, all the FIFAs, Minecraft, GTAs.
Modern Warfare 2 came out. That was a big one.
And then, yeah, we went from the 360 to the... We had a Wii, before the 360? No.
Yeah, we had it before the 360. We had the Wii before.
Okay, so we had the Wii, Xbox 360, then we both got...
We had the Sega Saturn,
Dude,
we had the
we had
PS2.
to play split screen. Yo, who remembers split screen? I know there's family members out there. You had to play split screen.
Online split screen.
Bro, online
people still
split
play
screen.
that. People not many people are privileged.
No, I understand. And alhamdulillah for that we could get whatever we want now. I'm broke though. But yeah, we had to play split screen online. We had to make 2 accounts. We had to make 1 account. Just set me on Snapple.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, what a GOAT experience. And then we had we played split screen multiplayer.
For a
no
while.
wonder we were so bad.
We did that for a while.
A long time. And then
like
I think,
years.
And
like
then
up
we would
to
always argue what to play with. And then
I think we did that up to Modern Warfare 3. Because Modern Warfare 3 is when I got my own Xbox.
Yeah, that's when
360.
That's when our dad got you a 360. And then we were finally separated.
Well, because I moved into the different room.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my own 360. You had 360.
No, we were in different rooms before then.
Yeah, but that's how I remember it.
But yeah, we both got a 360.
And that was Modern Warfare 3.
And then Black Ops 2 as well.
And then GTA 5 came out.
And then the Xbox One came out.
That was like the golden age.
100%. That's what I'm saying.
Those like 4 or 5 years.
If I had a time machine, I would literally go back to high school. Not because of high school.
And it was the best. Waking up Saturday morning and playing
video
games the whole
day.
Black
Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, GTA 5, jailbreaking the Xboxes to get unlimited money and stuff. Oh my god!
And then we got the Xbox
We
One.
both got Xbox One.
We played that for years.
Yeah, and then
I still have mine. I still use mine, but
You
just
still
for
have
I
yours.
still use it for Hulu and Netflix.
and
That's
then
the sole
the end of
purpose.
2016, the end of 2016, once we came back from our last trip to Morocco, I was like, I think that's when I decided that I wanted to start streaming and like playing video games because it was already like slowly rising. I was like, bro, I want to do this. So I built my first PC. I think the end of 2016, maybe early
Yeah, no, it
2017.
definitely was.
It was
Because
after
you had it at least for a year before we moved.
No, because I remember, because I was like to see Muhammad, our cousin in Morocco, like
Yeah.
at the end of the trip, we would always play like FIFA like on the last night until until we fell asleep, and I was like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna like be on YouTube, like explaining to him.
Yeah.
So it was definitely after that, and I built my first PC, and I've transitioned to PC gaming ever since.
You still play console though.
Yeah, a little not anymore. We do have the PS5s,
Oh yeah.
but PCs.
I still play PS5 at times.
PC is master race. Never going back.
I don't have one.
Yeah, well, you don't need one. But yeah, that's video games playing an important part of our lives. I still play daily. I stream every time I play. I stream. So if anyone wants to check me out, twitch.tv/AiminB.
You're gonna pop up in the screen.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Just follow the socials if you want. I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years, and I don't really.
You used to do YouTube videos. Why did you stop YouTube videos? Those were good. You like some of them picked up.
Dude, the shave my head Sundays.
Those are really popular.
Dude, those slapped. I think that's one of my biggest. Well, I have YouTube Short, which is like a couple, like I think 16,000 views. A YouTube Short, but
When did you upload that?
just
Short?
recently.
The 60,000 views?
16? Yeah.
For
like,
what? For
Just
people?
like COD.
Oh, for COD.
But like on TikTok, I have like a 70,000 view. Like on TikTok, that's why, dude. That's why I feel like. Oh man, we could. Dude, I suck at speaking. But no, the important thing is like what I'm trying to explain is like short form content is like the wave now. There's YouTube Shorts, TikTok. So everyone trying to produce content is going to that, and that's why I'm gonna focus, especially this podcast, like taking clips and putting on YouTube Shorts and putting it on TikTok.
We're going full circle back to Twitter. I think a new social media platform. Mark my words. Today is what? Today is April 27th, 2022. There's going to be a new social media platform.
That's
like Twitter, 1202.
Oh my god.
There's going to be a new social media platform like Twitter that only lets you write 10 words. And it's going to be the next.
Don't they already have that? He's gonna add the edit button though. That'll be tough on Twitter.
So is that it? Are we done?
Dude, I feel like I could go for like another 2
Me
hours.
too, but I feel like it's kind of losing steam.
I know. Yeah, we can end it. I feel bad.
What else are we going to talk about? Oh, if you have any suggestions
we
for
can talk about it.
topics, put it.
Yeah, if anyone is listening, like put anything. If you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, put in the comments anything you would like us to talk about or any like ideas that we could
We'll make like a public Google Doc too, where people can, or like a form. where they can
The
submit.
thing that I want to include, this is what we can talk about real quick, is like a segment on this podcast where people submit things like in life, and we, like I said,
or like a story, and then we respond to
yeah,
the story.
and like on a scale of 1 to 10 or something, we
Go
rate
to
it.
1 to Hmar.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I
Scale of
like
1 to
that.
Hmar being like 10.
So are we saying the person's
That's why I
Hmar?
need you, because like I'm bringing this up, and I need you to finalize it. Yo, shut up.
So
bro.
we could do.
Because I can make.
We
a
could
sheet.
have people like submit like stories or something, be anonymous.
Yeah.
We can read it out loud and we can respond, and we can say on a scale from 1 to Hmar, how Hmar do we think the story is, or how
But
Hmar
like-
do we think
But what does the
action
Hmar mean?
is.
Like fake or like messed up?
Hmar? Self-explanatory. Donkey. If you are Arab, you know what Hmar means, and you know.
Yeah, but there's going to
The
be a lot of
context.
people who don't speak Arabic or understand Hmar. Hmar.
Hmar is like donkey. It's used as like when someone says something stupid, or stupid's not a good word.
No.
People say something that's like not correct,
Or they do something not smart.
or they
do something
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like that's a
No, but like what I'm saying is like in these stories, like how we like because we're gonna rate it 1 to 10,
yeah,
but like 1 to Hmar.
yeah. On a scale from 1 to 100.
No, it should be 1 to 10 Hmars. So 6 out of 10 Hmars. Yeah, so I can make a Google, what is it, a Google sheet that I could, not a sheet, what is it?
Google form.
A form. So
Yeah.
I'll make a Google form and I'll put in the description of everything, of YouTube and Spotify, I believe. And then you guys could submit stories, right?
Stories, questions,
Stories, questions,
topics. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, what else was I going to talk about?
This is why we like jot stuff down.
Dude,
We came into this with no.
Yeah,
we
we
literally
didn't-
have
we
like
prepared
2
a
topics
little,
up
but
there.
that's it.
Elon bought Twitter and Johnny Depp versus Amber.
Quick about that. I'm not really going to curse on this podcast.
Yeah, we probably should.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter.
We'll have little kids listening.
But Amber Heard could go sit haletic, you know what I'm saying?
Halatic means go away.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
She's not it, bro. Free my boy. Free my boy JD. That's messed up.
I thought he was testifying to Congress.
He might as well be. It's crazy how they left him on that. But,
I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. I haven't followed it.
All right.
So.
Yeah, but we can wrap this up. So,
Thank you if you made it to
Yeah.
the end of this
dude,
podcast.
if anyone is
We
listening,
appreciate it.
we
You're an
really do
OG.
appreciate it. If it's
You're
our
amazing.
parents,
Oh,
good
boy.
luck. You selling the boat for way too low, in my opinion. Oh, what I was gonna say is that this is gonna be a weekly thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do this every week.
Do we have a set day that we want it released?
We will figure it out as we go. Today's what? Wednesday? Wednesday's a good day.
Technically,
We could try for Wednesday, but I
I
don't
feel like
want.
Wednesday's a good day. So it's the midpoint where you could look forward to something.
Some days it's gonna come out on Wednesday. Some days it's gonna come out on Thursday.
And some days
it's
it
gonna
might
come out
not
on
even be it.
Sunday.
But hopefully, I
We're
would
gonna
like
try to be
keep this a weekly
consistent.
thing. And I'll listen to this back, watch this back. Hopefully, all the audio's fine. We'll eventually upgrade and everything. But yeah, just we appreciate if anyone is listening or watching. We appreciate you. Once again, go follow our socials. I'm gonna be trying to hack that down and putting a lot of content out just to expand. But anything else you have to add? Well, we need like an ending. We need to like an ending thing.
Yeah, like a ending.
We should figure it out now.
A phrase.
Right now. Yeah, and then stick with it forever.
It should be something to do with Hmars.
Yeah.
Like something in Arabic. Be
Oh,
like, it's been real. It's تصير بحالاتك.
nah,
Or like-
it's gotta be a Hmar, bro.
Hmar.
And if anyone has any questions on the whole Hmar thing, just let us know, and we'll barely explain it because I'm not the brightest. Psych. Dude, because I've watched so much YouTube and everything that I'm trying not to copy like an outro. But yeah, let's just end it. It's been your boys, the Hmar Bros.
Hmarbos.
The Hmar Bros. We're the Hmar Bros.
Hmar Cast.
Oh no, it's gotta be like we'll see Hmars later. We'll see Hmars later.
Hmars later.
Yo, guys, we'll see Hmars later.